Hi, I'm Kat from B Yoga Andersonville. This is a 30-minute short chair yoga video that you can take at home. We have Marita and Charles demonstrating the postures. Marita will do the full class in a chair, and Charles will be either standing or on the floor. I urge you to try it. I promise you'll feel better. It doesn't matter how far you're able to go. All you need to do yoga is to be able to move your spine. Have a great class. Welcome to class, everybody. Please start by sitting up tall with your spine straight, and sit comfortably with your stomach in and your shoulders away from the ears. First, close your eyes and take a slow inhale by the nose, and a slow exhale by the nose. Take a few moments here just to relax and really settle into yourself. If you have the practice of setting an intention for yourself during your practice, you can do so now. It doesn't have to be something intellectualized. It can be something that you feel more so than think. Just take a moment here and repeat your intention to yourself. Whenever you're ready, please open your eyes, and we'll start by warming up your neck. Bring your hands to either sides of your hips. Take a big inhale, stretch up, lengthen the back of your neck, and slowly bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Hold it here and take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Take one more breath here, and if you like, press the heel of your left hand away from you. Bring your head back to center and slowly bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Take a slow inhale here and a slow exhale. If you like, for the second breath, again, press the heel of your right hand away from you as you stretch your left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring your head back to center. You're just exploring the range of motion in your neck. We're going to do neck circles next. First, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then slowly drop your chin down towards your chest. And as you inhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder, and all the way back, exploring the full range of motion in your neck. Come back to your right ear whenever you're ready. Take your time, go slowly, and do another circle. Do about 2 or 3 circles with the breathing. More important than how far you're going, enjoy the sensation of moving, of being able to move, and savor the sensation of being able to move however far that is for you today. Take your time, and whenever you're done, begin to move in the opposite direction. Use your breath to help you create a sense of space and to help bring you into your body. Enjoy your body's ability to be able to move no matter how far you go. Take your time, and whenever you're done, please stop with your head in the middle. Next, we'll go into the breathing exercise. You'll inhale by your nose, and you'll exhale by your mouth, all the while keeping your stomach and lower body tight contracted. Marita will demonstrate in class sitting down, and for the breathing, she'll move just her head and her neck. Charles will be doing most of the postures standing up, and will show what the postures will look like if you feel able to join in standing up whenever you're ready. We'll leave that up to you, but you'll have two great examples, and I will teach for Marita's body. The important thing to remember is that it doesn't matter how far you go in any of these postures. Again, enjoy the sensations that you're able to experience, enjoy the breath, and be as present as possible no matter how far you go. It's really not about the depth of any of these things that we're doing. Begin with your feet together, toes and heels touch. Squeeze your ankle bones, your knees, and your inner thighs together. Keep your stomach in tight, and if you're sitting with a chair with a backrest against it, you can use the backrest to help guide your spine so you're holding yourself upright and strong. All right, let's begin. Inhale by your nose. Stretch your spine up to the ceiling and feel your rib cage expand. Exhale by your mouth. Let the head drop back, just to however far it goes. Open the mouth and completely empty the lungs. Inhale by your nose. Bring your chin parallel to the floor. Stretch up out of the waist, full lungs. Exhale by your mouth. Lift up your neck. Lift up your collarbones. Let your head drop back. Empty your lungs completely. Inhale, open the elbows, and slowly bring your chin down. Stretch up out of the waist, take the flat part of the breastbone and slide it up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up. Take the flat part of the breastbone, slide it straight up to the ceiling. Take your time, empty your lungs completely. Inhale slowly. With time, you inhale for about a count of 6. Really fill your lungs, keep your stomach in tight. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful, Marita. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale slowly. What might start to happen is you might feel that you're able to lift the hands off the chair and able to join in with the hands. Inhale, open the elbows, thank you, and stretch the elbows up, away from the heels, pressing into the floor. Exhale, head up. Keep the elbows as high as you can. I put Marita on the spot there. She didn't know I was going to do that. Empty the lungs completely. Inhale, separate the elbows, and slowly bring the chin down. So you can see it's exactly the same breathing exercise, full lungs. Exhale, head up. If you imagine that there is a flat wall against their backs are completely straight. Take your time, empty out the lungs. Very good, Charles. Inhale, separate the elbows, so only the neck part of the spine is bending. The rest of your spine stays straight and erect, full lungs. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 2 more. Inhale slowly. And if you find it confusing to add the arms, then don't worry about it. Just add them next time. Stretch up out of the waist, full lungs. Exhale, lift up neck, lift up collarbones. Let the head drop back. The end of your exhale is always stronger than the beginning. Inhale, last one. Biggest, deepest breath that you've taken so far today. Stretch up out of the waist, full lungs. Exhale. When your lungs are empty, bring your arms down by your side and just notice how you feel. Keep your abdominal wall contracted. And for the rest of class, just breathe normally in and out of the nose. Half moon pose with hands to feet pose. Bring your arms over your head sideways. Interlock the fingers, release the index fingers, thumbs crossed. Squeeze the hands tight together. Bring the arms with the ears, and with time, as the shoulders begin to open, the arms might come even further back. Good. Lift the chin up a lot. Keep your back flat. Squeeze inner thighs, knees, ankle bones together. Big inhale, stretch up as much as you can. Suck the stomach in. Slowly stretch the body to the right and hold it. Breathe in and out of the nose, nice and easy, nice and slow. It doesn't matter how far you go. If you feel the left hip lifting up off the chair, press the left hip and the left heel down into the floor. Squeeze the ankles, knees, inner thighs together. Leave the stomach in. See if you can find a little bit of length. Inhale, breathing. Lift flat of the breastbone up. Lift up your chin away from your chest. Press the left elbow bicep down. Press the right elbow bicep up. If nothing moves, just go to your hands and just press your hands away from the top of your head. Inhale, come up, stop in the middle. Good. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Stretch up out of the waist, stomach in. Nice stretch up. Leave the stomach in. Stretch the body to the left. Push your hips over to the right. At least ground, press the right hip down into the chair and the right heel down into the floor. Squeeze the lower bodies in. So inner thighs press together, knees together, ankle bones together. With the feet, press all 5 toes of each foot into the floor, the heel of the foot into the floor, so your feet press down. When you inhale, lift flat of the breastbone up. Make sure there's no backward bend or curve in the lower back. Lift up the chin. Lift the right armpit up to the ceiling. And just turn the right armpit over, out, and down. Stomach in, come up, stop in the middle. Good. Next is your first backward bend. Take a deep breath, full lungs, let your head drop back. So this is already a backward bend. Maybe this is as far as you go, which is perfectly fine for today. Take a deep breath, full lungs, lift the arms up, and bring the arms back. Just point at what's beyond your nose. Squeeze your hands tight together. Push your hands away from your face. Press the elbows in and down. Lift up breastbone. Lift up neck. Tip your chin back. Inhale, come up, stop in the middle. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Stretch up out of the waist, stomach in. Stretch forward. Bottom of the rib cage and flat of the face as far forward as you can. Yes, so you keep the spine as long and flat as possible. And once you're all the way down, reach around and grab the heels from behind and underneath. If you need to, you can separate the legs slightly, but make sure that the feet point straight forward instead of Ving out, so the toes and heels are in the same line. Yeah, it's also okay if in the beginning the heels lift off the floor. There's no problem there. It doesn't matter how far you go. Stomach on thighs, chest on knees. Bring your face below the knees. Keep the stomach in. The idea is to stretch the spine. So for example, Marita, place your hands on your thighs. If you're not able to go all the way down, you might put your hands on your thighs and look forward, stretch the chest forward, and you attempt to lengthen the spine forward. So if this is a better option for you, then you can always go here. Once you've reached the spot that you can hold, just be in it for a moment and breathe slowly in and out of your nose. Whenever you're ready, attempt to catch the arms together. So bring the arms forward again, catch the arms with the ears, and inhale, hoist yourself up. Spine as straight as you can. Arms down by your side, slow inhale by the nose, abdominal wall contracted, and slow exhale by the nose. Next is awkward pose, Utkatasana. Separate your feet about hip-width distance. Make sure your toes point forward. So again, if you notice that they're Ving out sideways, just slide the heels out until your feet are parallel to one another. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, 5 fingers together. Keep your arms tight, contracted. Stretch the fingertips forward, lift your chest up. Exhale, stomach in, Charles, sit down until thighs parallel to the floor. Both of you, backward bend the spine, coccyx to neck, lower, middle, and upper back. So you're arching your back. Let the shoulders drop away from your ears. Stretch tips of the fingers forward, away from hips back. Really lift the chest, stomach in. Inhale, come up. Good. Bring the feet together and the arms down, and take a slow inhale by the nose, abdominal wall contracted. Slow exhale by the nose. Standing separate legs stretching pose. Come to the left of your mats and towels if you're standing, and bring your arms over your head sideways. Separate your legs, right leg step out to the right, 4 feet, arms parallel to the floor. Separate your legs as wide as you need to. Inhale, breathing, lifts your chest up, suck your stomach in, lifts your chin up, and stretch forward. Chin out, chest out, chin out, chest out, the whole way down. How far away from your hips can you stretch your face? Beautiful. And once you're all the way down, reach around and grab the heels or reach for them. Yes. If you can't reach the heels yet, you can always bring your feet in a little bit closer, or you can place your hands in front of you. Again, if this is too much for you to go all the way down, you can also put your hands on your thighs. So Marita, bring your hands on your thighs and then stretch the chest forward, just like we did in the first forward bend we did. Another option is if you have any lower back issues like slip discs, herniated discs, you can also go straight up and down. Bring the arms straight out, just like the setup of the posture. And this time you inhale, stretch up, stomach in, and you keep the stomach in. But you'll notice how strong and steady Marita looks. Her spine is completely upright and her stomach is in. Change, release. Slowly come up, opposite the way you went in, but it's exactly the same posture no matter how far you're going. Good. Bring your feet together and arms down. Just give yourself a moment to rest. Slow inhale by the nose. Notice how you feel. Slow exhale by the nose. A lot of yoga is just noticing yourself without judgment. So whatever is coming up, just notice it, and we'll move on. Next posture, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bring your arms over your head sideways. Right leg step out to the right, arms parallel to the floor. If you're on a chair, start by separating your legs wider than you did for the last posture. Then turn your right foot out to the right. Straighten your left leg and stretch your left foot back. Try to keep the left foot flat on the floor best you can. It's okay if the foot lifts in the beginning. Lift up breastbone, stomach in, leave the stomach in. Turn your palms, chin to your left shoulder. Inhale, breathing, move the arms as if you had no joints between the two arms and shoulders. Stretch the left hand fingertips up, right hand fingertips down. The two arms and shoulders stretch each other apart in opposite directions. In the beginning, if the hips are tighter, then the knee might point this way, which is okay. You might start with the legs over here, which is perfect. Change, come up, stop in the middle, turn both feet in, and then turn your left foot out. Straighten out the right leg. Lift up breastbone, stomach in, stretch the fingertips apart. Turn palms, chin to your right shoulder. Inhale, breathing, move the arms. Same time. More important than how far you go is the breathing, is that you're present with yourself right here, right now. Stretch the right hand fingertips up, the left hand fingertips down. The arms and the shoulders stretch each other apart in opposite directions. Change, come up. Good. Bring your feet back together and arms down by your side. Just hold still a moment, slow inhale and slow exhale by the nose. Good. We'll begin a series of floor postures. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and lie down, Charles. Yes. And then Marita is going to demonstrate the postures still sitting in a chair, and Charles will demonstrate the postures on the floor. So you have two different options. If it's difficult for you to go from chair to floor back to a chair, then you can do the whole thing in a chair, or if you feel like you're ready to do the rest of the postures on the floor, you can also do that. Okay, winter moving pose, Pavanamuktasana. Lift your right leg up and interlock your 10 fingers around your shin, about 2 inches below the knee. Pull the right knee to the right shoulder. Keep the elbows in close to the body. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, and stretch your spine up, stomach in. Change, release, good. Right leg down, left leg up. Pull the left knee down to the left shoulder and freeze here. Breathe in and out of the nose. Keep the elbows in to the sides of the body, so instead of winging them out, you have them in very close. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Lift the breastbone up, stomach in. Change, release, good. Next is Baddha Konasana. Marita, press the soles of your feet together, good. And place the hands on the sides of the hips against the chair. Yes, good. Use the hands to press down and keep the spine as straight as possible. Charles will do happy baby, so he'll grab the insides of the feet or out, whichever is best for you, and he'll flex the feet so the heels are up to the ceiling. Both of them have their stomachs in and the spine straight up and down. It doesn't really matter, when you begin to do this posture, it doesn't really matter how close or how far the feet are. You just have to be mindful of your knees. So there should be no pressure, no pain sensation in the knees. Change, release, come out of the posture. And just rest here for a moment. Slow inhale. And slow exhale by the nose. Good. Next is seated cobra. If you're on the floor, you can do a sit-up or you can roll over to your sides. A few options. Okay. For the seated cobra, extend your legs in front of you. Point your toes. Squeeze the toes, knees, inner thighs together. Put your hands on either sides of the hips with the fingers pointing forward. Inhale, breathing, lifts your chest up and let your head drop back. Just go as far as you can where you can breathe, in and out of the nose. When you inhale, lift up the breastbone. Focus more on a feeling of space. Lift up the neck, stretch the chin away from the collarbones, and take another slow breath here, in and out of the nose. Release, come out of it, and give yourself a moment of rest. If you're on the floor, you can turn your left ear to the towel so your head faces the right, and just rest a moment. Full locust pose. Start with the legs in the same straight and strong position. Point the toes, squeeze ankles, knees, inner thighs together. Good. Marita is very flexible, so her feet are completely flat on the floor. If the top parts of your feet are tight, your toes might lift off the floor. So Marita, if you flex your feet a little bit more. If your feet look like this to begin with, it's perfectly fine. You're just going to start to stretch the toes away from you until one day they flatten nicely like Marita's do. Good. Okay. Bring your arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Inhale, breathing, lift the chest up, lift the arms up, bring the arms up, and then push the hands out, let the head drop back. Good, beautiful, Marita. Point the hands so that the palms of the hands point down, yes. Push your fingertips out, yes, beautiful. Away from the armpits, nice check. Lift up the chest, take another slow breath here, and release. Slowly come out of it, slow inhale. And slow exhale by the nose. Turn the right ear to the towel. Look left if you're on the floor. All right. Next is Next is camel pose, Ustrasana. Stand up on your knees if you're on the floor, or you also have the option to stay in the chair. Separate your knees and your feet about hip width distance apart. Put your hands on your back as high up and as close together as possible. In the beginning, your hands might start lower and further apart, which is perfectly normal. Then with time, they'll come a little bit higher, a little bit close together as you're ready for it. Inhale, breathing, lifts your chest up, press the hands against your back, and very slowly let your head drop back. It doesn't matter how far you go, just breathe in and out of the nose. It's all the same posture. If you see the middle of the wall or the floor behind you and you're on your knees as Charles is, then you may slowly bring one hand down at a time, right hand then left. Make sure that you keep the stomach and the legs, hips all the way forward so you continuously press forward. More important than thinking about going down, lift up. Take the flat of the breastbone, lift it up, lift up the neck. Breathe in and out of the nose. To come out of it, bring your right hand on your back and then your left hand on your back. Slowly come up and then just sit down on the heels. Slow inhale by the nose. Slow exhale by the nose. Next we'll do spine twist. Charles, we're going to do the spine twist just from a kneeling position, I think, for today. Yeah, thanks. Start with the spine straight, stomach in. Bring your left arm up and over the right knee. Bring your right arm around your back, palm facing out. Inhale, breathing, press both hips down, lift flat of the breastbone up, away from the hips pressing down. Suck the stomach in, leave the stomach in. Turn the head gently over the shoulder. Change, release, untwist, and we'll do the other side. Start with the spine straight, stomach in. Inhale, right arm up and over. Grab onto the left knee with the right hand. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Bring your left arm around your back. Press both of your hips down. Inhale, lift up, chest, stomach in. Bring both elbows back, both shoulders back. Turn the chin over the shoulder. Breathe in and out of the nose. Change, release, untwist. Good. And last is the final breathing exercise. We always start with a breathing exercise and end with a breathing exercise. You exhale only by the mouth. The inhale happens automatically. Each time you exhale, pull your belly in. And as much as possible, use your hands to help support you. So Charles has his hands on his knees. Marita, maybe bring your hands to either sides of the hips. Marita has her hands on either side of her hips to press against the surface to keep her spine nice and long, nice and straight. Exhale only. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Change. Turn around, lie down and relax, or you may also stay seated for your final Savasana. The most important thing is that you come back and ground yourself and give yourself a moment. Please close your eyes and turn your palms to face up. Take a slow inhale by the nose. And a slow exhale by the nose. Take another slow inhale. And a slow exhale. Take one last slow inhale. And another slow exhale. If you set an intention for yourself in the beginning of class, you can bring it into your awareness now. There's nothing that you have to actively do or accomplish or achieve right now. Just give yourself a moment to relax and be in it and really feel everything that you're feeling right now. I'm so grateful for you for taking your time out of your day to do yoga. It is so important to be able to take care of yourself and to be able to be with yourself. I wish you good health, happiness, joy, and love. I wish all people happiness, health, joy, and love. I wish even those people I feel fire towards joy, happiness, peace, and love. Thank you for being here, and have a beautiful day.